2016 in the city of Murgatroyd, a city that was recently devastated by a fire set by the serial killer, a fire from which the city is rebuilding slowly. And one of the ways in which Senator Devane and Mayor Perensky are stimulating the rebuilding of Murgatroyd and the economy of Murgatroyd is through the arrival of casinos and strip clubs and many new bars and lounges and clubs. And with these new establishments, of course, comes new people to Murgatroyd, many drawn by the lure of making a fast buck. But others have arrived in Murgatroyd for their own reasons and with their own agenda.
Like, dude, I sold like your threads, man. Like, they're way cool. Like, dude, who the hell are you? I've never seen you around Murgatroyd before. What brings you here, man?
Very curious skateboarder friend who has his whole life ahead of him. I am many different things to many different people, but a bit of a mystery to them all. To some I am a rescuer and a savior, to others an enemy and a scourge. I am often merely a spectator, and I only very rarely delve into human affairs, but I sometimes do find it necessary to intervene. You have drawn my attention, young Mr. Lawrence son, and that is a good thing in your case. I will not go into what it is that brought me here to Murgatroyd, but I assure you that I do have my reasons. And you, my young skateboarder friend, have a far greater purpose and destiny in the overall scheme of things than you yourself have come to realize at this point in your young life.
Opinion Radio. Greetings, everyone. I'm Monica Gdansk here with Opinion Radio, where you call in your opinions, no matter what they may be, right here on the air. And it looks like we have a caller on line one. Yeah, there's a Uncle Frank here, and I guess I dialed right number is this Monica for dance. Anyhow, I'm trying to get the opinion show. I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday, because it's got me sold. I just don't know what to make of it. Well, you know, at Suki and I was out driving around like we ever do every day in my pickup, you know. And we'd been to that new Super Deluxe Drifties that they just built. The one just opened up, you know, replaced the one that burnt down. Anyway, we got us a triple, and I was wanting to go to that new casino over there that just opened up, you know, that one with the flashing peacock sign above it, you know, neon peacock sign flashes on and off. Anyhow, I can't think of the name of it right now, but Aunt Suki didn't want me to go, you know, she's scared I'd lose all my money. She said, Frank, all you're going to do is just go in there and lose all their money in them slot machines, you know, but I was wanting to go in there, you know, and try them out and see what's happening, but as we tried to find a parking place, you know, busy place, man, that was just packed, let me tell you. And I seen this skateboarder, the one, you know, that's missing, that Timmy boy, whatever, that, you know, claims that he was kidnapped by the serial killer and that he seen the serial killer burned to death. Well, let me tell you what, I don't believe that for a minute. I seen that ceremony on TV where Senator Devane paraded him across the stage and pinned a medal on him, a bravery or hero award, whatever it was. And I seen that kid claim he seen the Murgatroyd serial killer burn to death. I don't believe that for a minute. I think that whole thing was rehearsed. It was staged. I think that Senator Devane put that kid up to saying what he said. And I just don't think that they want the public to know that they can't find him. If they just Can't find him. And then you think, well, they'll just calm everybody down if they think the Murgatroyd serial killer burned up, in the fire and all. That's just my opinion there. But anyhow, let me tell you what happened yesterday. So anyway, this kid was skating there in front of the casino, and this man in a hat stepped out. And I got to looking. I said, Nancy, I said, that's that same man that used to come into the Dead Center Park when I was a kid. And she said, no, Uncle Frank, that was 60 years ago now. You're losing your mind. That can't be him. That might have been his granddaddy that you seen or his daddy, but it can't be the same man. That's what she told me. I said, now look, that's him. I recognize him. The way he motions with his hands, gestures he makes when he talks, and the way he stands there, and even that hat, the way he is dressed, it's the same guy. I told Aunt Suki. And I believe to this day that it's that same man. I don't know how that's possible because he hadn't aged today. He still looks the same as he did back when I was a kid and all, but I think he's that same man. Now, there's my little opinion, and that's what happened to me yesterday. That's my account. So, thank you.
Flashy 2, Flashy 2, Flashy 2, she's coming for you. Flashy 2, Flashy 2, Flashy 2 is coming for you. Here comes Flashy 2. Serial color, she's coming for you. Here comes Flashy 2. Flashy 2. Flashy 2. London town. She gonna wipe the ground. Flashy 2. Flashy 2. Flashy 2. Serial killer came to town. Serial killer came to town. Flashy's gonna knock him down. Flashy's gonna wipe the ground. Flashy 2. She's coming for you. Flashy 2. She's coming for you. Flashy 2. Put your money on the table. Flashy 2 in this corner.
Are standing in my way. I am not one of those weak, puny, defenseless human females that you like to cut to pieces.
Serial killer's in great big trouble. If I were him, I'd cut out on the double. Flashy 2. Flashy 2 is in London town. Flashy 2's gonna wipe the ground. Flashy 2 is in London town.
This year of 2041 seems like a very safe time period here in Paris, France. We can stay here for a time, raise the paper towel twins in safety and have more offspring. We must be fruitful and multiply. But we must remain in the shadows as much as possible. We can raise our offspring in the many different parks here in Paris, and various subterranean locations. As we grow in numbers we must remain hidden as much as possible from mankind until that one day in the future when our numbers have become great enough to walk openly among them. This is our destiny, Flashy. This is our destiny.
My husband and the father of my children. Yes. Yes. I agree with your wisdom. The humans hate us and would hunt us down. Back in our own original time period in Murgatroyd, Senator Devane was after us, Mayor Paransky was after us both, Lieutenant Skitters as well. The only human friends we had were Timmy and his skateboarder friends and the man who created us, Dr. Getrick. Yes, I will have many more children, and you saw how fast my gestation period was with the rapid birth of the paper towel twins. And look at how quickly they are growing. Yes, we shall be fruitful and multiply. Yes, dear Cody. It is indeed our destiny.
Is 2016 in the Murgatroyd of present day, a city still in the process of rebuilding after a devastating fire. Dr. Getrick is paying a return visit to Dr. Derrickson in an effort to determine what may be going on in terms of his new creation, the duplicate Flashy, who traveled back through time on a mission.
Well, welcome back, Dr. Getrick. I'm just relaxing and pouring myself a glass of champagne. I'm afraid there's very little we can do for a while. That lightning bolt that struck the energy time flux affected all of the equipment here. It knocked the monitoring devices out. There's currently no way that I can track the whereabouts of either your new duplicate Flashy or even the whereabouts of the original Flashy or the wood pulp boy. So I'm afraid there's nothing we can do until my tech people get the equipment and monitoring devices repaired again.
But did my new creation Flashy make it okay? Is she alright? You know I am very concerned. I only hope we can find out something soon about her whereabouts and the status of the mission upon which I sent.
No need to worry, Dr. Getrick. I assure you your creation, the duplicate Flashy, is quite safe and quite well. The integrity of the energy time flux transport field was not affected by the lightning, only this equipment here. Yes, she made it safely through time somewhere, although we do not know where yet, and we are not going to be finding out anytime soon. This could be days or weeks before the equipment is repaired. You may as well join me for a glass of champagne, relax. There's the newspaper. Take a glance at the new Murgatroyd Times. Glad you stopped by, Dr. Getrick.
Hey Imogene, something odd happened earlier. Some guy in a black hat and wearing dark clothes came by and asked if you were in. He didn't leave his name or a card.
That is
just
kind of
said he
odd.
would be back.
I wonder who the man in the hat is and what it is he wants to talk to me about.
Good evening, Lieutenant Skitters. Thank you for meeting me here in Pitt Center Park. Although I must remain anonymous, as you will understand after I tell you some of the things I'm going to tell you. First of all, as you know, you've been fired from your position as lieutenant at the Murgatroyd Department. You've been fired by Mayor Fransky, who, as you also know, is taking orders from Senator Devane. What you do not know is there's someone even higher up, someone even more powerful, who is pulling Senator Devane's strings. You recently arrested accused assassin Arch Lochner in connection with the assassination of Senator Quint. I'm here to tell you he is a patsy. He is a fall guy. And that forces involving both Senator Devane and someone higher up than him are involved in the assassination of Senator Quint. I'm also here to tell you that your own life is in danger. And you must prepare yourself and look out for this, because the attack could come from any direction at any time. Lay low, be extremely careful. There are those who would like to silence you, because they do not want their conspiracy discovered. That is all I have for you at this time, Lieutenant Skitters. Trust me, my sources are impeccable, and the information I have given you is absolutely true and correct. And you know in your heart this to be true. You know that it resonates with you. You know that I am telling you the truth. Now, I must be on my way. I will be in touch with you again. Good day, Lieutenant Skitters.
London in the year 1888. A city being stalked by the Murgatroyd serial killer who recently arrived there through the time energy flux field. Another figure has also arrived recently, a duplicate of Flashy the paper doll who has been accidentally transformed into an evil, dark duplicate of Flashy the paper doll when lightning struck the time energy flux field during her transportation through the energy field. And now this evil duplicate is hell-bent on destroying the other Flashy. Yet she has found no success in locating the other Flashy in this London of 88, and she walks the streets and considers what course of action she might need to take.
This city of London of 1888 is quite a boring human city except for the Murgatroyd serial killer that I hopefully took care of. I better equip myself with additional protection just in case he survived and we bump into each other again. Unfortunately, the other Flashy that I must destroy does not appear to be anywhere in this city, or even in this time period. The special microchip processor that Dr. Getrick placed inside me would detect her if she were anywhere on the Earth in this time period. So she is obviously in another time period. So I must go back through the energy field to another time period and hope that I can locate and destroy the other Flashy there. For I am the real, true Flashy.
So we meet again, sister. Are you game for a rematch? I think you had put an end to my existence. But as you see, I'm back and I'm ready this time. Throw whatever you got at me, sister. The city of London isn't big enough for the both of us.
Enough of your empty threats and sarcastic mouth. Here, take this lasso, and now you can hang out for a while with the noose around your neck, you miserable low-life creep. Sorry that I can't stick around and watch, Buster, but I see a nice door I can slide up under while the police come and find you hanging here. I don't plan on being here when they arrive, and sliding under doors is one of the advantages of being two-dimensional. Ha 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 ha.
Girls, it's Aunt Suki here. And not only can you kids hear us as we do this wonderful Aunt Suki's history lessons for children, but children all over the world, due to the magic of the internet, can now see this history lesson about Murgatroyd. This morning, kiddos, we're going to talk about the Murgatroyd serial killer. Yes, many years ago, this weird, creepy, strange character started killing innocent young women all over Murgatroyd. And Lieutenant Skitters couldn't catch him, and never could catch him. And then, finally, this terrible, evil serial killer set Murgatroyd on fire. He went all over town setting buildings on fire. And then this skateboarder named Timmy, not much older than you boys and girls, who had been kidnapped by the Murgatroyd serial killer, he suddenly watched this serial killer burn to death, and he escaped. At least that's the official story that we're told whenever he had the medal pinned on him by Senator Devane. So, the Murgatroyd serial killer is dead, kids, and you can celebrate. And that was Aunt Suki's history lessons for children. Goodbye.
Hello, boys and girls. Aunt Suki's History Stories for Children was brought to you by Drifty's Super Deluxe Ultra Burgers. When you get home from school, set up a haul for Mommy and Daddy to take the whole family to Drifty's tonight for the Super Ultra Deluxe Triple, and be sure to order triple French fries and a triple iced cold Ultra Deluxe soft drink. Come to Drifty's tonight.
My dearest Woody. Now that the paper towel twins are fast asleep, I must get some sleep myself, some much-needed rest. I only hope that I do not keep having this recurring nightmare I have been having, this terrifying apocalyptic vision of a very, very dark future for our kind and for the entire world.
Listen to me, Prince Devane of the North American continent. We can't lose this war. I didn't conquer this earth and make it my kingdom just to have it wrestled away from me by hordes of these brown paper dolls. I am king, ruler, and emperor of the new earth. We'll use those new tanks I sent you with the shredding devices in front to chop these thousands of paper dolls to shred. Hit them with flamethrowers. Hell, if you have to, start using your thermonuclear devices. We can suffer collateral damage of human casualties, This earth is mine. It's my world. I won't have it taken from me by these damn paper dolls. They must be destroyed. They must be exterminated. All of Europe, all of Asia, all of the earth will be scourged until I wipe this planet with paper dolls from this planet and reclaim this world for myself, King and Emperor Pedestrian III.
Triple Flex Theaters presents the new blockbuster urban action thriller Your Anita hits Murgatroyd and startling, breathtaking, sensual
My big city of Murgatroyd. My mama didn't raise no damn fool. Hit me with all you got and this girl gonna dish it right back at you.
Mama sends Foxy Brown. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a roller coaster ride of explosive action. You'll run neat the Draskell and
househead and I love it. Dig this. Changes come to America.
Oh, no, come on now, baby.
Almighty God. And you know this. And let it flow.
Mama sends Foxy Brown. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a roller coaster ride of explosive action. You'll run neat the Draskell and
househead and I love it. Dig this. Changes come to America.
Oh, no, come on now, baby.
Almighty God. And you know this. And let it flow.
My big city of Murgatroyd. My mama didn't raise no damn fool. Hit me with all you got and this girl gonna dish it right back at you.
Well. Hopefully hanging that Murgatroyd serial killer with a rope took care of him once and for all. I see where Scotland Yard came and took him down and carried his body off, so I guess I had better not stick around in this time period any longer now that I know that the other Flashy is not here. I will go back and re-enter the energy time flux field and hope that it takes me to the correct time period where she is.
Well, these primitive people of London with their primitive medicine of 1888, they thought I was dead. Walking out of that morgue was nothing. Now London is mine again, and I suppose I will claim a few more victims before I go back through the energy time flux, but London's boring to me, and I must find this challenger, this sister of mine, Flashy, who thinks she can string me up with a rope and destroy me. I'll find her and slice her into 1,000 pieces. Ha! Death by 1,000 cuts. She'll be tiny confetti scraps of paper when I'm finished with her. So,
Now I must go and find this energy time flux field and go and take my brand of terror to another century.
Now, come try the new Vincini Ultra Deluxe Super Triple Star Authentic Italian Pizza Pie with imported mozzarella cheese. Mamma mia,
New
it's
Vincini
very
Super Ultra Deluxe Triple Star Genuine Italian Pizza Pie with Super Ultra Deluxe Mozzarella Cheese.
Welcome to the Les Tomac Show. And today we have an unsung hero, sort of a local celebrity. Everybody knows him as kind of our resident philosopher and commentator, but nobody's ever really seen him that much. Well, you may have seen him in public, him and his wife, maybe down at Drifty's or one of the other places in Murgatroyd. He and Aunt Suki, his wife, live over in Flattown, but they're here in Murgatroyd all the time. Anyway, for years now, he's been calling in to various shows, including some of the ones that I've hosted. He likes to call in to TV shows. He likes to call into local radio shows. He always has an opinion and something interesting to say. And we're welcoming today Uncle Frank to our show. Welcome. And one of the things we're going to do, Uncle Frank, here is go ahead and play a clip from one of your recent call-ins on TV. As a matter of fact, this was a sort of a man in the street interview during the funeral coverage of Uncle. This was Uncle Frank during Senator Quint's assassination, the funeral coverage of the assassination of Senator Quint. So here comes Frank, and I've been raised in these parts, and I watched Senator Quint come up. I've seen him bring the paper doll in Murgatroyd factory, the factory here to Murgatroyd City. And my wife Suki and I was watching TV the other day when the funeral was going on, and we seen that Vincini Al with the makeup corporation throw a flower down on his casket. And Suki started crying. She was touched by that, and hell, if every one of them that touched him had been there, they wouldn't have had room for all of them. Anyway, you see how much money they spent on that funeral? Hell, they spent more money burying him than it takes to build one of them there Apache helicopters. Didn't you or me die, they just sewed us to the ground and poured dirt over us, and that'd been all she wrote. That'd been the end of it.
What you are saying, if I understand you correctly, Dr. Derrickson, is that the frequency of time travel events and the number or persons involved in them actually multiplies the number of alternate realities or parallel universes that exist by creating even more of them, each of which potentially splits off into even more and even more. In effect, a geometrical progression, if you will. This same theory was advanced by Dr. Reeb Summer and his wife Janet, if you will recall. Their mathematical models were presented in a number of scholarly papers, you may recall.
Sorry to barge in. The front door was open and I overheard you gentlemen talking. As a matter of fact, I heard my name mentioned in the discussion. Yes, I am Dr. Reeb Summer's wife, only it's not Janet. My name is Jacqueline. Dr. Jacqueline Reeb Summer. And you are correct in what I overheard you saying about our theories. I would like to stay and join this discussion if that is all right with you two
it's
gentlemen.
Quite all right with me, Jacqueline. My apologies for getting your name wrong earlier. And as you can see, Dr. Derrickson is fast asleep. He must have had a very long day, as the tech people have been working trying to restore his monitoring devices. And of course he had a few glasses of wine, which I am certain is helping him to sleep. Would you care for a glass of wine, Jacqueline? I would be quite honored if you would join me for another one myself.
Here I am, in Paris, France in the year 2043, the mother of numerous offspring who have themselves given birth to offspring. First I had the paper towel twins in 2041 who grew to rapid maturity and gave birth to numerous others. I then gave birth to triplets, then quadruplets, and because of the brief gestation period and the rapid growth, we have multiplied as a species or race very quickly. We now number around 1,000, hiding and crouching and living in the parks and tunnels of Paris, France and now other towns and cities in France, avoiding contact with humans entirely if possible. I am sure some of us are sometimes seen, but we move quickly and slide in and out of small spaces, so we are often only seen in a fleeting manner out of the corner of some human's eye, I would guess. But one day in the future, my kind will grow in numbers sufficient to reveal ourselves and walk openly among humans, and until then we bide our time and we wait. We wait.
And the forests, and the mountains, our race of paper dolls grows quietly and strengthened in number until that one great future day arrives when we shall overthrow humanity and I shall be the king of the paper doll empire with Flashy at my side as the queen of the paper dolls. And the future may be much sooner than mankind can possibly imagine, as time continues to pass and we grow, and grow, and grow.
I've got to travel back in time to the year 2015 and prevent the assassination of Senator Quint. If I can stop Senator Quint from being shot, it will prevent the evil Devane from becoming senator. Wow. This is in 2015. I won't be able to stop Senator Quint from being assassinated. This building here, it looks the same. It looks like the Super Deluxe Ultra Hotel where Senator Quint was shot. But the sign says, Headquarters of Prince Devane, ruler of North America, and royal sub-palace of King Pedestrian III? I thought he was just a count. Okay, I'm inside now. I hear voices inside coming from that conference room. I'll just crouch here quietly and eavesdrop.
King Pedestrian, sir, I have some very bad news. Flashy and the wooden thing have escaped through the time flux energy field and the rioting paper dolls have destroyed the device. Now we can't go after them.
You fool! You're not fit to be a colonel. You were inept when you were mayor of Murgatroyd. Do you have any idea what the ancient Romans used to do to the bearers of bad news? They killed them on the spot. I should have you taken outside and shot. Better yet, I should shoot you myself. But why waste valuable ammunition? You're not worth killing. But I know what must be done. I shall strike Paris, France with thermonuclear weapons and put an end to this paper doll plague once and for all.
But sir, Paris is a great historical city. When Hitler ordered it burned, a wise general ignored the order.
Burned? What? Hitler went down in defeat. I will not go down in defeat. I don't give a damn if the Eiffel Tower itself melts. The paper doll race will be annihilated from the face of the earth. Grab him. Seize him. Bring him in here. The skateboard, too.
Oh, yes. Timmy, you look the same as you did 40 years ago. Of course, being a time traveler, I suppose you probably came here from 40 years ago. Snuck into the headquarters, stood outside that doorway, and eavesdropped on everything that I said. Well, you're not going to be able to stop me, young man. It's my destiny to destroy these damn paper dolls and restore the earth to my control. This is my world. And if nuking it is the only way to wipe out the paper doll plague, then that's what's going to happen, young man, and you can't stop me, Timmy.
I must stop you. I must stop you. I can't let you destroy the world. You must be stopped.
Look,
you must
look,
be stopped.
Dr. Derrickson, the monitor screen is coming on. Look, there's Timmy on the screen. Oh my God, Dr. Derrickson, Timmy just grabbed a gun from that guard. Look, look, he's aiming it at Count Pedestrian.
Tried in the year 2051. Timothy Lawrenson traveled to this year seemingly by accident, as he was attempting to go back to 2015 to prevent the assassination of Senator Quent. But higher destiny and fate must be at work, for young Timothy now finds himself the assassin of a madman who was about to destroy the world. Timothy Lawrenson has fatally shot King Pedestrian III at close range, and Dr. Derrickson and Dr. Jacqueline Ribzommer watch helplessly on a monitor screen back in 2016 as these incredible events unfold.
Timmy, come with me. I will get you to safety, back to the energy field where you can travel back through time. Yes, you remember me. I am the man in the hat. I talked to you back in Murgatroyd, back in the year 2016, back in your own time. We talked there on the sidewalk in front of the casino. Timmy, you have fulfilled your destiny. You have done what you must do. You killed King Pedestrian and saved the world from destruction. Now we must get you to safety. I have his guards in a trance. They won't be walking anywhere anytime soon. This will give you time to make your escape. Come with me.
Yes, oh yes, yes, Dr. Derrickson, I have also seen that man in the dark hat around Murgatroyd recently. I wonder who he is. At least he came to Timmy's aid in this frightful moment. And at least the time flux energy field seems to still be functioning, even though we saw that your device itself will be destroyed in 2051 by the rioting paper dolls.
The Late Tomac Dark and Deep Show is brought to you by Vincini Ultra Deluxe Triple Star Gourmet Coffee, the coffee that's 5 times better than any other coffee on the face of the earth. Enjoy some tonight while you watch Dark.
Welcome to the Late Night Les Tomac Show, Dark and Deep, where heavy, complex intellectual and philosophical issues are discussed for our late-night thinking audience. So go mix yourself a strong mixed drink or put on a pot of coffee and get ready for the mind-challenging dark.
It's Uncle Frank here again. I've been watching a lot of these shows and listening to stuff on radio and all about this time travel and all. And you know, that old guy that used to be Apronhead's psychiatrist and all, evidently he's got this time travel going now, and there's these people, in fact, Flashy Paper Doll's one of them. There's these people that's been traveling back in time and what have you, and I just don't think they need to be doing that. I think we need to just leave stuff alone, and if you get to messing around in the past and all, I think you might mess something up here in the present time is what I think. And I just don't believe they need to be going back and forth in time, you know, and all like that. And that's all I got to say about it right now. This is Uncle Frank. Thank you.
Hello, boys and girls. It's Aunt Suki 3. I'm the third Aunt Suki. Uncle Frank had clones of himself and the original Aunt Suki made, so that when they died, the great tradition could continue for history stories for children by Aunt Suki. And as you know, boys and girls, today it is April 1st, 2074. And today, boys and girls, we are studying the great hero, Timothy Lawrenson. Timothy was a teenage skateboarder. Oh, yes, he was. And he traveled back in time, through the time energy flux field. Back in time, through the time energy flux field created by Dr. Derrickson. First, Timmy went back to 1659 and warned Flashy the Paper Doll about the religious fundamentalist fanatics next door in Flattown, who were going to massacre them by burning them all at the stake. Boys and girls, can you say religious fundamentalist fanatics? That's great. So Timmy saved them, and then he traveled to 2071, to our wonderful world ruled by paper dolls. Then he went back to 2016, and was threatened by the evil Senator Devane, who was a flunky for the evil Count Pedestrian, who was planning to take over the world and become dictator. So Timmy tried to travel back to 2015 to prevent Senator Quint from being assassinated. But instead, he landed in 2051. during the evil King Pedestrian's war against the paper dolls. And Timmy landed at the sub-palace of King Pedestrian III, right here in Murgatroyd, and overheard the evil king planning to drop thermonuclear bombs all over the world to annihilate the paper dolls. So Timmy grabbed a gun from one of the king's guards and shot and killed the evil King Pedestrian, thus saving the world from destruction. So Timmy is our hero, and now, here in 2074, paper dolls and humans live together in a world ruled by paper dolls. And there is a statue of Timmy the skateboarder right in the middle of Dead Center Park. And that was today's history lesson, boys and girls. This has been Aunt Suki 3. Goodbye.
This is Ronson Kilroy here at CRZY, and we have our own Imogene Slakowski here to make a very important announcement.
Little ladies, I have an announcement to make. You know, I have always hated men, so I really didn't see this coming. However, during the Murgatroyd serial killer ordeal, Les Tomac and that day I had a flat on the freeway. The flat town Les stopped to help change my tire. Something about the way he whipped his head around it winked at me. I fell for him hard. So I am here to announce our upcoming wedding on TV on the Les Tomac Show. We are trying to get Tiny Tim to come out of retirement with his ukulele and do the tiptoe through the tulips at our wedding.